Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230, WBVP 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Rush Hour is just getting started on Beaver County Radio. It's time for Driving in the Fast Lane with Frank Sparks. It's the show that talks about what's happening in the news, locally, regionally, and nationally. There will be guests, and Noah Haswell will have the news of the top and bottom of each hour. And now, here is the host of the show, Frank Sparks.
Hey, good morning and welcome into the show for Monday morning. It's a rainy morning, but we've got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk hour number one, the moving wall. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial is coming to Beaver County, and we're going to talk about that. Then in hour two, there's a lot going on. A lot went on over the weekend. Somebody's not being nice to the reflective pool that's in Washington, D.C. And we're also going to talk about the federal government investigating Major League Baseball over the fact they're saying that they may have violated players' rights by forcing them to wear Pride stuff during, they have the Pride uniforms and the Pride nights, and they're saying they might have violated their rights by doing that. So we'll talk about that in hour number two as well. And the phone lines will be open at 724-774-1888 and 843-1888. And with that, let's get started. And let's say good morning to everybody that's coming in today. There's 5 people in studio here this morning, and we're going to be talking about the Vietnam moving wall that's coming to Patterson Township. So first off, let's say good morning to Ren Bardo. Good morning, Ren.
Morning, Frank.
So who all did you bring with you, Ren?
So we have today Frank. I'm sorry, Frank.
I'm Frank.
That's
Frank. Bill.
Bill Starn, who's with the Patterson Heights Borough Supervisors.
Okay.
Melissa Berg, who's representing Franciscan Manor.
Okay.
Kristen Milnes, the Patterson Township Administrator Secretary, and Kayla Hall, our Assistant Administrator.
Okay. Well, first off, let's talk a little bit about the history of the moving wall and the Vietnam War Memorial itself. Tell us about that a little bit.
So the moving wall, or actually the official Veterans Memorial Wall,
right,
is in Washington, D.C. It opened in November of 1982. The Vietnam Memorial Moving Wall was then created later by some veterans, and it was first displayed in October of 84 in Tyler, Texas.
Is there any idea where the idea came to have that half-size moving wall?
It was a group of veterans that decided that it was difficult, or observed that it was difficult, for some people to get to Washington, D.C. and to actually visit the wall. So they decided on their own to put together a few. They've got, Kristen, how many walls do they have?
There's 2 separate replicas that travel the United States.
That are half-size replicas that travel all over the U.S. from like April through November.
Okay.
And Patterson Township, Patterson Heights, and White Township agreed to go together and make an application to see if we could bring the wall to Beaver County as part of the Beaver County 250 PA semi-quincentennial celebration.
Okay, so where did that idea first come from to bring it, and then actually for it, Melissa, to be at your facility at Franciscan Manor?
So we were discussing it in our commissioners' meeting. Beaver County commissioners had encouraged all municipalities to participate in some way. Chris Juliff, one of our commissioners, who's our social community life commissioner, said, why don't we see if we can get the moving wall? So we then reached out to Patterson Heights, which is our neighbors in White Township, and said, what if we went together? We thought our chances of getting it would be better. I think that proved positive. And then we went to the Beaver County Commissioners and applied for a grant, and they were gracious enough to give us a $5,000 grant for seed money to get started.
That's awesome. So Where is all the funding coming from to be able to bring the moving wall here to Beaver County?
Well, the municipalities agreed that if there were no monies coming in other than from the county commissioner's grant, we would be able to fund it. But that's a stretch for all of us.
Okay.
So we've been talking to the community, and we've got quite a few donors, Franciscan Manor being the largest, because along with giving us access to their property, they're putting the gentleman that delivers the wall up for about 5 or 6 nights. So normally we would have to fund that as well. So that saved us a lot of money in hotel expenses. They've also offered to feed them. Now, we're not obligated to feed him, but they said he could have breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the manor. So they have given us probably the most significant amount. Shell has been very big. IBEW has stepped up. Duquesne Light, Right Promise. We could go on and on. Even our township insurance supplier has agreed to pay for the rider to indemnify all of the municipalities, anybody visiting the wall, and so forth. So we're getting a lot of help from Paul Duff and his company. Who else, Kristen, Kayla, who else are the big contributors?
Home Depot.
Home Depot?
They donated all the wood to build the platform that the wall has to sit on.
Okay.
The other one, Lowe's donated all the hardware needed for us to construct that platform as well.
Our legal firms from Patterson Heights, Patterson Township, and White have all contributed. Rome Monument made a very significant contribution. D&G Reynolds have provided us with materials, chairs, and so forth. So a lot of community support, and it's still coming in, and we need it because the budget is pushing $40,000 to pull this off.
So as you were putting this together and thinking about it, where did the idea come from to put it at Franciscan Manor?
Well, the Vietnam Moving Wall asks that you put it in a quiet, serene location, and we wanted to keep it central to the 3 municipalities. So we first looked at the Patterson Primary School on Darlington Road and 8th Street, decided it was too busy, too noisy, too close to the roadway. Tony Coultry from Beaver County Tourism offered us use of the Brady's Run walking trail that is along 51. And we went by and looked at Franciscan Manor and said, what a beautiful site. And if you go into their property with the fountain, it is very quiet and serene. So we approached Rex Pagani and Melissa and said, would you consider to have it? They gave it some thought, came back and said, we'd love to have it. And we think that that's ideal because it's right in front of Patterson Heights. It's central to Patterson Township, and White Township is right on our shoulder.
So Melissa, tell us a little bit about Franciscan Manor.
So Franciscan Manor is a senior living community, and we are, of all the places that the townships could have chosen to have the moving wall, we are truly honored that they chose Franciscan Manor, and we do have a lot of veterans that reside with us at Franciscan Manor. We have 90 beds at Franciscan Manor, so we're very excited to have it there. So we've been working with our corporate office, Lake House, to have our own marketing and doing our own social media to advertise for it. We have all of our residents are very excited to have it there on the front lawn. So, and as Ren said, we have offered to house the gentleman that comes with a moving wall there and provide meals for him as well. So, whatever we can do as a community to give back as well. So we're honored to be part of this. So, it's exciting for us and our residents and our staff and our families as well. So,
what did you think when he first came to you and said, would you guys do this?
Well, I was excited for it because I just think just being part of the community and having it there as well. But the more we thought through it, there were a lot of logistics that we had to consider as well. For our families coming to visit, how were they going to get through? Where were they going to park? So there were a lot of things that we had to consider. At first, I was just, oh, absolutely, we're going to do this. But we had to sit back and think about how it was going to affect our residents, how was it going to affect our families. So that had to be a consideration as well. So, but after we thought it through and did the measurements, we literally had to go out front and make sure the wall, it's pretty large. How was it going to fit? And once we did that, and we met with Ren again, and once we thought it through, I mean, how could we pass this up? It's really going to be monumental, I think, and we're honored to have it there. So they offered to have our residents, be there and part of the opening ceremonies, and it's just going to be one of those once in a lifetime events. So, especially for people that have never been to see the wall in Washington, D.C. So, we know we have World War II veterans, we have Korean veterans, and we even have some Vietnam veterans that reside with us. So, it's going to be, we're really looking forward to it. So, it's a lot of people that made this happen, and we haven't done that much except, provide the space. So,
Right.
They've done a lot of work for this. These ladies sitting here, everybody has been involved with it. It's been great. So, it takes a whole community, that's for sure.
Right. And when, what are the dates the wall will be here?
So the opening ceremony will be on Thursday, July 16th at 10 o'clock a.m. Be quite impressive ceremony with laying of the wreaths, introduction of the different military branches. We'll have veterans, Boy Scout troops, churches represented, a lot of things going on there. And then it goes until Monday. Our closing ceremony is noon on Monday, July 20th.
Okay.
It's 24 hours.
Okay.
So the law is lit up 24 hours a day with volunteers on site, so people can visit at any time during that entire period.
All right, we're visiting this morning with officials from the Vietnam Veteran Memorial Moving Wall that will be coming to Beaver County coming July 16th through July the 20th. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more right after this here on Beaver County Radio.
Tune in for Spotlight on Seniors every Sunday at 11 a.m. Host Valerie McKelvey will highlight what's important to the seniors of Beaver County. Spotlight on Seniors is brought to you by the Beaver County Office on Aging and BeaverCountyRadio.com.
If you've heard the name Tom Sipes Demolition before, it's no surprise, because they've been around serving Beaver County and beyond for more than 3 decades. Tom Sipes Demolition is proud of their business and their team of highly skilled professionals. Call Craig at 412-596-4424 for all your demolition needs, commercial, residential, and industrial. No job is too big or too small, insured and bonded. For selective demolition, commercial, and industrial cleanouts, call Tom Sipes Demolition LLC for work done quickly, correctly, and safely every time.
Scrap, 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 they call them the scrapper. Scrap, scrap, scrap.
Hi, this is King Cool, Donnie Harris. But if you want to see something really cool, check out Scrappy Joe.
If Donnie says it's cool, you can bet it is. So stop by for the ultimate shopping experience. We are home to over 70 vendor booths with over 1 million distinctive products, all under one roof, making us one of the largest co-ops in northwestern Pennsylvania. We also purchase gold, silver, and coins. Please stop by and meet my partner and me, the famous Sue Downey. I want to invite you to take a scenic ride to Oil City. We are located at 4149 Route 257. See us on Facebook and Google.
Everybody goes to Scrappy Joe's. They call them the scrapper.
The views and opinions expressed on WBVP and WMBA are those of the participants and host. They are not necessarily the viewpoint of WBVP and WMBA, its staff, management, and advertisers. Thank you for listening to WBVP and WMBA.
Put freedom in your future. Freedom United Federal Credit Union in Rochester. Hot coffee in the morning and Frank Sparks. Now you're in the fast lane. 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and streaming live on BeaverCountyRadio.com.
It is currently sitting at 66 degrees, raining in Beaver County. Expecting a little cooler day than we're used to. High of just 72 degrees today. It is 10:24, and we're coming to you live from the Fry Transportation Studio in Brighton Township. Talking in hour number 1 this morning with officials from the Moving Wall. The Vietnam Veteran Memorial Moving Wall will be coming to Beaver County, specifically the Franciscan Manor. And I know this is a silly question, but I'm going to ask it, Ren. Is there any cost for admission?
None
Okay.
whatsoever.
A lot of people
Open
ask
to the
that.
public 24/7.
Okay.
The entire time it's here.
All right. Is there any, Melissa, with you, it's going to be on your facility grounds, open 24/7. Is there going to be any stipulations or anything for people or things they should know, especially if they're visiting it in the evening or at night?
I don't think so. It will be on our front lawn.
Okay.
I think we're going to talk a little bit about parking.
Yep.
So our
Bill's going to talk about that.
I think Bill is, yeah. Maybe against his wishes. So our front parking lot is for visitors. Deliveries will still be the same.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be on our front lawn. So it's a short walk there. So you'll be able to come right up and to visit the wall. The fountain will be on. It'll be very peaceful for people to sit and visit. I know everybody knows the fountain. If you know Franciscan Manor, you know the fountain that sits right out front. There'll be benches to sit on to reflect and sit after you visit the wall. Yeah.
I remember growing up as a kid, Franciscan Manor was a monastery.
It was an
Yes.
old man. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah,
Because
it
I
was-
grew up Catholic, and they used to
Okay.
always take us up there every year to try and encourage us to become priests.
Okay.
So we had to go there and kind of hang out.
It didn't work, huh?
I mean, like, if it's this boring, there is no way.
Yeah.
But Bill, you're going to talk about parking. So pull that mic over to one of the two mics over toward you. I don't know how far it'll go, but and then let's talk a little bit about parking. So parking, especially, is probably going to be very busy during the opening and closing ceremonies, I'm sure.
Well, parking will be provided in two places.
Okay.
The handicap parking will be at the Patterson Heights Elementary School, and there will be a shuttle bus that will take people over to the monument. And regular parking will be at the Patterson Township Fire Hall, and there will be a shuttle there. On the walk from the fire hall is a level walk. It's not very far, so people could also walk it if they'd like.
Okay. Shuttle services, all that. So if someone's coming, is there certain particular hours that this is going to be operating, and is there times that they can actually, in off hours, park at like Melissa's facility at St. Franciscan Manor?
I think parking at the facilities can be pretty limited.
Okay. Okay. So these shuttles they're gonna run 24 hours a day, or
I'm not aware of the
okay.
the
We're looking it up.
hours.
Okay, you have any idea what's going on there?
I was gonna say, yeah. Kayla hands it to Kristen. Kristen hands it back. Here you go. I found it for you.
Right now we're looking at Thursday from about 9 to...
It's on the other side.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes. Thursday we're looking for shuttle buses from about 9 to 2 that will cover people coming in for the opening ceremony
Okay.
and leaving, giving them time to get there and to stay for a little while. Friday we're hoping from 4 to 9, thinking, after people get out of work, maybe something to do Friday evening.
All right.
Saturday 9 to 6. Sunday 11 to 7, hoping to hit that after church crowd that
Right.
will hopefully join us. And Monday 10 to 2 to cover that area where we're at our closing ceremony.
Okay. So in the off-peak hours, if there's not shuttles running and they want to go, where do they park at?
They would still park at the fire hall, and
Okay.
they can take that short level walk.
Okay.
We also may have some golf carts available to
Okay.
shuttle people back and forth.
Okay. Where how close is the fire hall located to Franciscan Manor?
It is a 14-minute level walk.
Okay. Is that the fire hall that's like right at the top of the hill there by
It
the stop
is,
sign?
yep,
Okay.
right at the
okay.
top of Ross Hill.
Okay. All right. That's not too far of a walk. Yeah,
No,
that's right
and
around
it's
the
all
corner.
level.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Noah Haswell's here. He's going to do news. And when we come back, we're going to talk more after news here on Beaver County Radio. But we're going to have a very quick break before news.
Have you tried one of McDonald's crafted sodas yet? Whether it's a dirty Dr. Pepper, Sprite Berry Blast, or Orange Dream, your taste buds are in for a pleasant surprise. Perfect for lunch breaks, afternoon pick-me-ups, or any time at all. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Are you or a loved one facing a move? The choices can feel completely overwhelming for families and caregivers, but you don't have to handle it alone. Meet Charlie Jenkins, your trusted community advisor and owner of C. Jenkins Placement Services. Charlie uniquely serves as both a designated seniors real estate specialist and master's level senior living advisor. She'll help you develop a plan to gently downsize and sell your family home, handling every detail with patience, care, and zero pressure. Then Charlie personally finds the perfect independent, assisted, or memory care community that fits your needs and budget. One trusted professional, every detail covered. Call Charlie Jenkins today at 724-714-1774.
A new winner on the sport's newest course. This is the Monday Morning Race Recap presented by Sunoco. From NASCAR to your car, Sunoco. Performance is what we do.
Down here, Ryan Blaney gets 4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel.
From fueling NASCAR champions on the track for over 20 years to innovating 94 octane, the highest octane on the market. Performance is what Sunoco does.
Sunoco cans injected to the car, Bubba Wallace down and away.
All Sunoco fuel at the pump meets the same top-tier standards as the fuel used in NASCAR. From the track to your tank. Sunoco, the official fuel of NASCAR.
The NASCAR Cup Series made its debut yesterday at Naval Base Coronado in San Diego, California, with the running of the Anderl 250. The closing laps of the race saw a classic duel between 2311 Racing teammates Tyler Reddick and Corey Heim that saw Heim ultimately take the race lead and go on to win his first NASCAR Cup Series race in just his 13th career start.
I had a weird feeling coming into this weekend that it was going to be something special. I was just so excited when I first got here. It's an even playing field for me, something that I don't get to see every day going against all this experience, but I don't know. It's just I didn't expect to win this year. You know, I was trying to learn and get better, and sure enough, we won, so it's just nuts.
Behind Heim at the finish was Bubba Wallace in second, Kyle Larson third, Zane Smith fourth, and A.J. Allmendinger rounded out the top 5. Point leader Tyler Reddick, who was a part of that lead battle late, cut a tire with 2 laps to go and would finish 25th. Reddick now has just an 8-point lead over Denny Hamlin as the series heads to Sonoma Raceway in California for this Sunday's Toyota Save Mart 350. That's the Monday Morning Race Recap presented by Sunoco. I'm Kyle Rickey on the Motor Racing Network.
Beaver County Radio's news source. 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and BeaverCountyRadio.com. Here's Noah Haswell.
Good morning on this Monday, June the 22nd of 2026. We will have a complete Beaver County radio weather forecast after we take this look at news. Aliquippa police are looking for 27-year-old Amir Mason of Ambridge, who is now wanted after he was involved in an assault last week in Aliquippa. The City of Aliquippa Police Department issued a Facebook post on Friday saying that at approximately 7 p.m. on June 15th, officers were dispatched to the 100 block of Carroll Street for the report of an assault. Officers arrived and found an older adult male victim who had sustained serious injuries after being assaulted by 2 men. An investigation revealed that the dispute began when the victim confronted the suspects for trespassing on his property, which was clearly marked with private property and no trespassing signs. One of the suspects, who was later identified as Mason, pointed a handgun at the victim, threatened him, and pistol whipped him multiple times during the altercation. Mason, along with 20-year-old Benjamin Ridley Jr. of Aliquippa, then assaulted the victim, which caused severe facial and body injuries that resulted in several teeth being knocked loose or knocked out. Ridley was later located in the area of the Valley Terrace B building and was taken into custody. Ridley faces charges of aggravated assault, robbery, and simple assault. Mason is still at large and an arrest warrant has been issued for him. Mason's picture can be found on our website at BeaverCountyRadio.com. His charges include possession with intent to deliver controlled substances. Anyone with information regarding where Mason is asked to call the Aliquippa Police Department at 724-378-8000. The former dean of the Trinity Episcopal Cathedral in Pittsburgh has pled guilty to stealing baseball cards from a Walmart as of Friday, but he is still in trouble over several dozen artifacts that have gone missing. Reverend Aidan Smith had been a popular and energetic leader at the downtown cathedral until his arrest in February for stealing hundreds of dollars worth of baseball cards from the Walmart store located in Economy Borough. He resigned in March after the cathedral said it discovered he had taken and was in the process of selling dozens of cathedral-owned artifacts, putting several chalices, communion plates, and silver crosses up for sale on eBay. Cathedral officials went to his home in Ambridge, where Communication Director Andrew Mule says they recovered 91 missing artifacts. Smith pleaded guilty to one count of retail theft, downgraded from a felony to a summary offense, and has paid a $201 fine regarding the baseball cards. The alleged theft of artifacts is an ongoing matter and is the focus of an internal disciplinary board investigation. Hunting licenses are going on sale today in Pennsylvania, and residents should know that there will be a couple of changes. The main one is that the Pennsylvania Game Commission decided to make it available to hunt on Sundays during hunting season. All hunting seasons include all of the Sundays within them except for migratory game bird seasons. The state legislature dropped the ban on Sunday hunting in 2025, and 13 Sundays were included in the fall season. And the Pittsburgh Pirates gave a recent update on the injury of their starting pitcher, Jared Jones. Jones exited his most recent start yesterday against the Colorado Rockies at Coors Field in Denver after his right elbow got hit by an 87.9 mile-per-hour line drive from Rockies first baseman T.J. Rumfield in the third inning. The Pirates stated that the initial images of Jones's elbow came back negative and that they would re-examine him when they get back to Pittsburgh. Jones can be considered day-to-day for his status.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
Today it'll be cloudy with a chance of showers and possible thunderstorms. We'll reach highs of 75 and drop down to lows of 57. And tomorrow we'll start the day with cloudy skies, but it'll gradually become sunny. We can expect to see highs in the mid-70s and lows of 53. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
On this Monday, June 22nd of 2026 at 36 minutes after 10, we've got a temperature of 68 degrees and it's overcast out there currently in Beaver County. And that's a look at the news for now. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
Weekday mornings were meant to drive in the fast lane. It's Frank Sparks on Beaver County Radio.
All right, coming up top of the hour, we'll have news, and then Noah will have local news again, and then also we will have hour number 2. We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to start out talking a little bit about the pool, the viewing pond that's at the Washington Monument, and the reflecting pond that's there. Some of the things that happened, and then Major League Baseball in trouble with the federal government. So that's a couple of the subjects we'll have, plus whatever's on your mind as well. If you do have any questions this morning, as we're talking about the moving Vietnam Memorial Wall, you're welcome to call at 724-774-1888 and 843-1888. Rand, you want to start out and recap a little bit about exactly when it's coming, where it's going to be at, and the hours.
Certainly. So the Vietnam Veterans Moving Wall will open on Thursday, July 16 at 10 o'clock a.m. with a opening ceremony. It'll be here through Monday, July 20th, where we have a closing ceremony at noon. It's open for 24 hours. Each day it's here. Welcome to visit. We encourage off-site parking. Patterson Township Fire Hall, Patterson Heights Volunteer Fire Hall, and the Patterson Township Elementary School. We will provide shuttles on a certain schedule for those that need help. But it's a 14-minute level walk from the Patterson Fire Hall to Franciscan Manor.
Well, you didn't do this yourself. So when the idea came and you approached the other two municipalities, what was their thoughts?
It was very positive right from the start. Bill, who's the chairman of the Patterson Heights supervisors, or commissioner, or council. Yes. And then Ray Evans Sr., who couldn't join us today, who's the president or the chairman of the White Township supervisors, gave us a resounding yes, we want to be involved. Had to go back to their boards, of course, get that support, make sure everything was done legally and through resolutions. We then put a committee together. It's quite long, with Public Works people, police or police chief, which covers all of these communities, the folks from Franciscan Manor, Rex Pagani and Melissa Berg. So put this committee together. We had Kristen and Kayla here coordinate most of that to get the Vietnam Veterans Association involved, the VFWs, et cetera, to pull it together and advertise. A lot of signage. We have a banner across Darlington Road in front of Franciscan Manor advertising it. There'll be a lot of signs, directional signs, as we approach the dates to get people there. And then the community has responded tremendously, either with financial donations or people donating their time and materials.
So, Kristen, what went into get your part of the planning here as you started going along? You have to move that mic over to you.
Kayla and I really did a lot of the back end work. We did a lot of communications to our community partners, a lot of communications to the churches, and to get sponsorships for this event, to get volunteers.
When did you guys start all this planning?
I would say we started planning this March
okay.
time frame.
Yeah.
And then we've been pretty much full steam ahead since that point, since the beginning of March. Once we got approval from the moving wall and date set, it was full steam ahead from that point. So now our big push is to make sure that we have the volunteers we need to staff the wall 24/7, to ensure that it's a memorable experience for everybody that comes to attend the wall.
What about you, Kayla? How it's working on this project? What's it meant to you, and what's been your part of planning? You can swing the mic Melissa has over towards you. It'll probably reach faster.
I'm honored to be part of it. I come from a family of veterans, so it's exciting to be able to work on something that's going to mean something to a lot of people, I think, in our area. Patterson Township, Patterson Heights, we are an elder population, so I think it's going to be really nice for those people to experience something that they may not have the opportunity to because they can't travel, or it's just not their time. So we're bringing it to them so they don't have to try and make it there.
Yeah.
So I'm honored. I'm excited. I'm hoping that people come out and see the wall and they appreciate that it's here.
What I thought was cool when they had it, I guess it was more inspirational than anything and moving, was when they had the wall in Beaver, when it was downtown Beaver, you would find people actually going looking for their loved ones' names on the wall, and that was awesome.
Yes, we will provide the papers and the crayons that are needed for people to go and make rubbings of names on the wall if they would like to.
Okay, I didn't realize that. So it's actually out where you can touch it and their names are
Yep, you can walk right up to it, you can touch it, you can read all the names. It's something to see for sure.
I'm sure that's pretty cool. So, Bren, when you guys, as you were working on this and getting everything all set up, what made you pick the middle of July?
Well,
there's a ton of stuff going on in Beaver County.
There's a ton of stuff going on.
Yeah.
We had a few choices of when we could have the wall. Kristen, 2 or 3 we had?
So we were given, I think, 4 options of dates. 2 of the dates were after Blackhawk went back to school, and since we're a Blackhawk school district, we wanted Blackhawk families to be able to attend it.
Right.
So that automatically cut those 2 dates out. The other date was at the very beginning of April, which would have made it very difficult for us to pull off
some quick
the
planning.
event that we would have wanted to see in Patterson Township. So we chose the middle of July, even though we know it's going to be warm. and that may cause some additional complications. We wanted to make sure that we had ample time for both Franciscan Manor to prepare for this type of event, as well as our municipalities and our sponsors to prepare for this type of event to make sure that it is a success for everybody.
Well, it's perfect because like the evenings are warm, so it'll be nice in the evenings for people to come and, check it out and, see what's all on there and how moving it is. Just the aura alone, what do you think? We'll just go around the room. We'll start with you, Ren. The aura alone of that wall being there, what's your thoughts of it?
Oh, well, for me, it's overwhelming. I mean, I was the first draft class for Vietnam that did not get taken. So, I was right there. I was ready to go. Richard Nixon came on and said, we're not taking you, but be prepared. So I was a blessed person. When you think of how that affects your life. So many of people that I know people on that wall, their names are on the wall from the Beaver Falls area.
Right.
So it's close to home and happened when I was growing up. So to be able to bring it locally, I think is just a great opportunity.
What's your thoughts, Kayla?
I have actually volunteered at the Moving Wall when it was in Elwood City a few years ago, and it's something definitely to see. It's a good history lesson because a lot of the kids now don't know or remember. A lot of the Vietnam veterans are aging out, so their stories aren't being passed down. So giving them something to visualize and see, it's very impactful and I think very educational at the same time.
All right, what about for you, Melissa?
It's going to be emotional, I think. My grandfather was a World War II veteran. My dad was in Vietnam. So I'm expecting it to be very emotional. I know that we have a lot of veterans at Franciscan Manor, and I think there's going to be a lot of stories to be told. I think that we should pay attention and listen. And that's what I'm expecting. I think that it's not just going to be Beaver County people that visit. I think it's going to be the entire tri-state area that's going to visit. I think it might be bigger than we're expecting. And it's really going to be something to see for everybody. So it's going to be something.
All right, what about for you, Bill?
I think it's important to promote our history and present an opportunity for people who, as they said, can't travel to Washington, D.C. to see something like this. I think it'll be very important and probably very emotional as we see people come and visit. I'm sure we'll all witness something like that.
Kristen?
As a veteran myself, I feel that each veteran deserves a chance to be recognized. I know that the Vietnam veterans tend to be a group of veterans that get lost in the shuffle, and a lot of them are aging out. So I think that this is going to be a very emotional week, and I think this is going to be a great opportunity for our communities to recognize this group of veterans that very often do get overlooked. And it's an opportunity for all of us to remind our children how precious life is, how precious our military service is, and how grateful we should be for each and every one of the names on that wall who had the ultimate sacrifice for us.
Yeah, I think the wall carries a aura around it of honor and the patriotism of, and like you said, a lot of the Vietnam soldiers were forgotten. And it's a way of, I don't know if you want to call it making amends, but it's one of the few, and it's a very few times that it comes around our area, so this is a chance for people to be able to see it. What we're going to do is we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll kind of recap everything, so get more information out for everybody so that they can figure out how they're going, if they're going to come and how they're going to park and when they're going to come and where it's going to be at and the dates. So we'll be right back with more right after this here on Beaver County Radio.
Hello, this is your favorite president speaking. Beaver County Boom 250 is on Saturday, June 27th. and you can listen to the live broadcast with my good friends here at Beaver County Radio.
Push Beaver County is presenting Beaver County Boom 250 on June the 27th, and Beaver County Radio is the place to listen for all of the coverage. Moon Township Ford will present a live broadcast on Beaver County Radio from the VIP headquarters at Mario's 410 Grill from 6 until the choreographed fireworks and music get underway at 9:45. Take your radio along to listen to the Moon Township Ford broadcast, or download our free apps on your mobile device, as Beaver County Radio is your exclusive place to hear the soundtrack to the fireworks. The Moon Township Ford Beaver County Boom broadcast sponsors include the Community College of Beaver County, St. Barnabas Health System, J. Young Refuse, Tom Sipes Demolition, McGee Heating and Air Conditioning, City Rescue Mission, Electric Garage Doors, Tri-County McDonald's, I'm loving it, and Beaver County Radio. The Beaver County Boom 250 broadcast is being presented by Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Don't miss the glow.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Hey, Bill, what's going on? I haven't seen you here in a long time.
Well, my mom can't stay at home any longer, and I've been trying to figure out what the best placement options are for her. There's so much to consider: location, cost, eligibility, payment options, services. It's confusing and time-consuming.
When my dad was having the same issues, I called Charlie Jenkins. Charlie is a local independent senior living advisor who will help you navigate through all those questions. She was able to explore options that fit our preferences and met my dad's needs within his budget. Her business name is C. Jenkins Placement Services, and it was exactly the one-stop shop I needed. Once we took care of getting Dad set up in the right place, Charlie's business coordinated everything I needed to get Dad's home in shape to sell. It was a huge relief having all that managed, especially with my long work hours. She also offers a no-obligation consultation.
Really? How can I get a hold of Charlie?
You can call or text Charlie at 724-714-1774 or email her at cjenkinsplacesforyou@gmail.com.
Wow, I'm going to give C. Jenkins Placement Services a call right now.
It's hard to even put a title on what Tom Young at First Consultants in Beaver does. Calling him a financial planner or an insurance salesman or even a life coach still doesn't accurately describe the experience. That's because he brings dreams back to life or puts life back into retirement.
My job is to create in you the vision of the you that I think you can be, the place that I think you can get to. And you know what? I get frustrated because I see more greatness in people than they see in themselves. I see greater financial futures than they see in themselves. Most people don't believe they can get there.
Find out more by visiting firstconsultantsinc.com or engage in Tom Young's live simulcast presentation on the third Tuesday of each month beginning at 9:10 a.m. on Beaver County Radio and Facebook Live. All advisory services are offered through PL Wealth LLC. PL Wealth is a federally registered investment advisor. PL Wealth is in no way affiliated with First Consultants Inc., nor is First Consultants Inc. a registered investment advisor. America is turning 250, and Push Beaver County, Visit Beaver County, and Zambelli International are celebrating with the biggest Beaver County boom of all time on Saturday, June 27th at 9:45 p.m. Beaver County Boom 250 is presented by Visit Beaver County. Air Heritage's vintage C-47 military airplane, the Luck of the Irish, will fly over along with skydivers, and it will be followed up by the star of the show, Beaver County Boom 250 at 9:45 p.m. All the action takes place over the Ohio River between Monaca and Rochester. Bring your radio along or listen on your smart device to the Falcone's Moon Township Ford live broadcast on Beaver County Radio beginning at 6. Title presenter sponsor of Beaver County Boom is Visit Beaver County. Platinum sponsors include the Beaver County Corporation for Economic Development, the Borough of Monaca, Clearview Federal Credit Union, the Davis Foundation, Lindy Paving, and Vistra, among others. Don't miss Beaver County Boom, Saturday, June 27th.
Put freedom in your future. Freedom United Federal Credit Union in Rochester.
Hello, this is your favorite president speaking. Beaver County Boom 250 is on Saturday, June 27th, and you can listen to the live broadcast with my good friends here at Beaver County Radio.
10:53, and it is currently 66 degrees here in Beaver County, coming to you live from the Fry Transportation Studio. Visiting in hour number 1 this morning with officials from the Vietnam War Memorial Moving Wall that is coming to Patterson Township. And, Ren, in the last few minutes we have, how about recapping everything? When is the wall coming? Where is it going to be at? And then, obviously, we're going to want to have Bill talk again, too, because he's got to talk about parking again yet.
Yeah, July 16, 10 a.m., through July 20th at 12 noon. The wall will be in front of Franciscan Manor, central to Patterson Township, right across the street from Patterson Heights. 58,000 plus names of men and women who gave it all to this country. You can see it. It's over 252 feet long. You can walk up, you can touch it, make rubbings. It's a very personal experience. We're still looking for volunteers to help staff the wall. It's open 24/7, so we're required to have at least 2 people every hour at the wall. You can go onto the Patterson Township website and find a link to volunteer. If you want to make a donation, materials, money, whatever, we encourage that as well as we're putting it together. We're in the final furlough of this race.
All right, so Bill, what about parking?
Parking will be provided at the Patterson Township Fire Hall, and the handicap parking will be provided at the Patterson Township Elementary School. Shuttle services will be Thursday from 9 to 2, Friday from 4 to 9, Saturday from 9 to 6, Sunday from 11 to 7, and Monday 10 to 2. I'd like to invite everyone to come out and show these Vietnam veterans some respect.
All right, in the off hours, where can they park at for that short walk?
That would be at the Patterson Township Fire Department.
Okay. All right. Anything else I forgot to ask you, Ryan?
I just want to hats off to all the committee members, many who couldn't have been here today, but these 2 ladies, Kristen and Kayla, they keep it together. We have a committee meeting about every 2 weeks. They've been doing all of the communication, keeping all the minutes, making sure everybody handles their responsibilities. So I appreciate that effort very much.
All right, on
Thank
July,
you, ladies.
Go ahead. So on July 16th, there's going to be opening ceremony, 10 a.m.?
10 a.m.
Okay, and then the closing ceremony will be at noon on July the 20th.
Right. There'll be a bagpiper. We'll have the 21 gun salute. The opening ceremony will be tremendous. We'll have the bugler at the closing ceremony. We expect some government dignitaries to be there above our grade. So we've talked to some representatives, congressmen, senators. Hope to have them there as well.
All right. Well, how can I get more information if they'd like to?
You could go onto the Patterson Township website, pattersontownship.com, or you could telephone the office at 724-843-8339 and just go to extension 5.
All right. Thank you guys for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. All right. Hour number 2 just around the corner here on Beaver County Radio. The weather is getting warmer and it's almost patio season at the hangar, and the Tarmac is the place to be this summer for good food, a friendly atmosphere, and fun for everyone. It's a perfect spot to meet your friends after work. Relax with your favorite beverage and let loose with their jukebox playing your favorite tunes. Great food and drink specials, live entertainment, open mic nights, bourbon nights, and the best happy hour in town is coming your way this summer season. Visit the Hangar Facebook page. That's the Hangar, everyone's favorite place to hang out at 500 Lockerty Run Road in Moon Township.
It's summertime and the living is easy until your air conditioner suddenly quits. Now it's hot, the air feels heavy, and nobody's comfortable. You might even hear,
I can't live another day like this.
This is Eric 9 with Homer 9 & Sons. And when your AC goes down, this is the time to call us. Because you don't want to wait, you want it fixed fast and fixed right the first time. At Homer 9 & Sons, we deliver professional, dependable service to get your home cool and comfortable again without the stress. And right now, for a limited time, get your AC tune-up for just $79. If it's time for a new system, we offer trusted brands like Lennox, plus financing options designed to fit your budget, so you can get back to enjoying summer the way it's supposed to be. Homer 9 and Sons, quality home comfort since 1943.
The perfect mix of country and rock and roll. You're listening to The Beaver. 1460 AM, 95.7 FM.
All right, coming up, top of the hour, town hall news followed by local news. And then, like I said, we're going to talk a couple different subjects. Whatever's on your mind this morning is what we'll talk about. And also, like I said, let's see, we got the reflecting pool we're going to talk about. And that's just a shame what's going on there. And then we're going to talk about MLB. They're in trouble with the federal government. And why? We'll get to that coming up here on Beaver County Radio.
You're listening to 99.3 FM, presented by St. Barnabas, in addition to 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls.